Hi, my name is Faye Tatum, and I'm here to talk to you about social media and how it affects our generation and the world. Unrealistic expectations are like fragile glass. When reality hits, they tend to break. Has social media had a positive or negative impact on how people see themselves and others? Let me tell you a story about twin sisters, Keisha and Tegan Simpson. Both girls struggle with living up to society's beauty expectations. They constantly compare themselves to others online. One night, Keisha posted a picture of herself all pretty in her beautiful dress. She made sure everything was perfect, her outfit, makeup, lighting, and even the pose. She took and retook photos until she had the perfect one to share with the world. After posting, she stayed home, alone. Keisha cried herself to sleep that night because she felt ugly. The photo showed a happy girl dressed up, ready to make memories. To the world, she looked beautiful and lucky to have the perfect relationship. But the world only saw the picture and not how the girl really felt. So why was Keisha crying at home, and why didn't she have a great evening? Because social media creates a distorted view of reality. It makes people have unrealistic expectations of themselves, others, and the world. And that causes real damage to the mental health. How social media creates unrealistic expectations. Let's break it down. Airbrushing and photoshopping lead to body dysmorphia, anxiety, and low self-esteem. Posting the perfect selfies can make people feel worthless. There's pressure to keep up with the Jones. We feel like we need to make big purchases and go on fancy vacations and live the picture-perfect lives. We see perfect relationships online and we think that ours aren't good enough. Grand gestures replace real love. Filtered moments replace real connection. Lifestyle and career pressures build up, and teenagers especially are impacted. But there is hope. You can set limits. These mental health issues can be avoided, and you can protect your reality by setting personal limits on social media. Here's how. You can set time limits, not follow people on social media who edit and Photoshop their pictures, take breaks from social media, adjust your mindset, remind yourself what's realistic, and embrace imperfection. Setting limits helps you avoid distorted views of yourself and others, and it keeps your mindset positive. You might think that limits won't help, but they will. You might think that social media doesn't affect your mental health, but think about how often you've compared yourself to a Photoshop supermodel. Wish for fairy tale romance, the new car, the dream job, or the perfect house, or taken dozens of selfies just to never post the perfect one. Imagine a world without social media. Keisha sat home crying because she didn't feel pretty enough. She and her sister lived their lives comparing themselves to others. Their happiness depended on likes and followers. Now imagine a world for Keisha without Instagram. A world where her phone didn't matter and she lived in the moment. She wouldn't have gone on that date. She wouldn't have had a carefree night. Okay. Now imagine a world for Keisha without Instagram. A world where her phone didn't matter. She lived in the moment. She would have gone on that date. She would have had a carefree night. She would have felt beautiful through real experiences and not filtered ones. This is big.
You're doing so good.
Keep going, girl. This is bigger than just one story. Keisha's story is similar to so many others. Social media affects young people deeply, especially women and teenagers. It creates false realities that lead to devastating mental health problems. Before social media, people weren't constantly glued to their phones. They weren't comparing themselves to others, but now TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat are a part of our everyday lives. We must pay attention and we must protect our mental health, and we have to set limits. Take action. Be aware of how social media is impacting your life. Push for regulation, demand transparency, and support age limits. Go to the link I have provided below to sign this petition. I have provided this link so that you can learn how to take action too.